Xin chào tất cả các bạn. Cảm ơn các bạn hôm nay đã quay lại với kênh video của mình. Ngày hôm nay thì mình xin giới thiệu cho các bạn một cái set áo dài cách tân các bạn nhé. Đây là cái áo dài, set áo dài cách tân của mình này. Đấy. Và đây là cái quần mặc kèm với cái áo này, đây này. Đó. Thì size này là size S các bạn ạ. Hàng này là hàng xưởng may thôi chứ cũng không phải là hàng Quảng Châu hay là hàng chuẩn hot girl. Cái set này mình mua có hơn 100.000 thôi, 170 hay 180 gì đấy. Đó. Cái này mình mặc vào dịp Tết đấy, hoặc là đi chùa ấy, mình thấy khá là xinh. Đây này các bạn này. Đây. Cái áo dài này, thứ nhất cái áo dài này á, thì người ta chỉ may một lớp thôi các bạn ạ. Đây là size S nha các bạn nhé. Đó. Thật ra thì con gái mà mặc áo dài thì mình thấy khá là xinh đúng không các bạn. Từ trước giờ áo dài Việt Nam mình thấy là mặc đẹp nhất, là con gái mặc đẹp nhất là mặc áo dài. Thì bản thân mình cũng có những cái bộ áo dài truyền thống màu trắng này, áo dài trắng dài tay này, cổ kiểu như không phải cổ này đâu các bạn ạ. Cổ là cổ kiểu cổ áo dài ấy, cổ 3 phân này, 5 phân đấy các bạn, mặc cao như ngày xưa ấy, cổ chữ V này. Đó. Thì thi thoảng thì mình cũng mua những cái áo dài của dạng như cách tân thế này, mặc cho nó trẻ trung. Đó. Chứ mùa hè mà mặc những cái áo dài mà nó dài tay đó, nó nóng luôn các bạn ạ. Đây này các bạn. Đó. Mình thích ở cái áo dài này á. Thật ra mình thấy cái áo dài này nó giống như kiểu cái sườn xám là nhiều hơn. Đó, nhưng mà cái tà của nó này, nó khá dài chứ nó không phải là liền như cái váy sườn xám. Đấy, tại vì cái cách điệu của nó này nó khá là giống sườn xám. Đó. Đây nha. Các bạn nhìn này, cái phần cánh tay này nó phồng như thế này cơ mà. Nó khá là tốn vải luôn các bạn ạ. Đây. Mà cái này người ta may 2 lớp đó các bạn. Các bạn nhìn đường kim mũi chỉ bên trong này. Dù là hàng chỉ có 180 là hàng xưởng nhá. Nó chính xác hơn là nó, thật ra là cái này là mình mua ngoài chợ, mình thấy khá là ok luôn các bạn này. Đây. Đó, cái đường kim mũi chỉ này. Đó. Đây là các bạn này. Ôi, xinh lắm. Khá là xinh luôn. Đây, cái phần cánh tay này các bạn này, nó phồng như thế này này. Ôi, các bạn nhìn thấy không? Chiều nào nó cũng phồng như vậy hết các bạn, chứ không phải là chỉ mỗi mặt trước nhé. Đây là cái phần mặt sau này, nó bồng mới là bồng, rồi nó to cả cái đầu của mình nữa này các bạn. Khá là to ha. Còn đây là phần đằng trước này. Đó, các bạn nhìn cái độ xếp ly của nó này các bạn. Đây. Đây các bạn nhìn cái độ xếp ly của nó này. Chờ một phút để mẹ làm xong đó. Đây này các bạn. Đó. Đó. Trời ơi, nó mê. Cái độ phồng của nó mê dã man nhé. Nhưng mà các bạn nhé, cái độ phồng của nó chỉ ở hết cái phần bả vai này, từ đây này sang đến bả vai bên này thôi, còn ở cái phần dưới nách thì nó không nhúng đâu các bạn ạ. Tại vì ở phần dưới nách mà nó có nhúng nữa thì nó biết là nó hơi bị rúm lại cái phần dưới cánh tay, nó sẽ không được đẹp. Thứ hai là nó bị xồ quá các bạn ạ. Đây. Đây này. Đó, nó phồng như thế này cơ mà. Thật, cái này nếu mà nó mà là tay dài nữa thì thật sự chưa chắc tay dài nó đẹp bằng tay ngắn như thế này nhé. Tại vì tay dài nó sẽ phồng hết cánh tay thì nó lại không đẹp đúng không bạn. Cái này nó chỉ cần điểm nhấn vào một cánh tay này thôi. Đó. Cổ thì như kiểu cổ tàu này, 3 phân này các bạn này. Đó, cổ chữ V này. Đó. Ở đây là cúc giả thôi các bạn ạ, không phải cúc thật đâu. Đây. Đây là cúc bằng nhựa. Đó. Cúc là bằng nhựa. Thì hàng chợ mà các bạn thì họ may những cái này, họ may khá là ẩu, nên là thành ra là nó hơi lủng lẳng, nên thành ra về các bạn nhớ phải khâu lại nhé. Các bạn lấy một cái chỉ mà chỉ màu đỏ mận đấy, các bạn khâu lại. Đây. Đường cúc thì đi dọc áo luôn này các bạn. Đấy, không biết bao nhiêu cúc rồi. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 cúc các bạn. khá là dài luôn các bạn nhỉ. Mà cái cúc này rất là đẹp, nó bằng nhựa thôi các bạn ạ, nhưng mà nhìn nó kiểu như là ở đây là bằng kiểu bằng mặt đá thật, cái còn đây như kiểu bằng vàng á, bạc ấy. Nhưng thật ra nó chỉ là bằng nhựa thôi các bạn nhé, nó chỉ là nhựa thôi mà nó đẹp như này này. Đó. Ở đây thì người ta chỉ mang một lớp thôi các bạn ạ. Đây, đây này các bạn. Đó. Cái màu đỏ này thì thật ra là cái vải này của nó là vải, nó như kiểu vải sơ mi các bạn, nó không thấm hút mồ hôi luôn. Cái chất sơ mi nó không thấm hút mồ hôi, nên thành ra cái này thì thường là mình sẽ mặc mùa thu. Cái này mình sẽ mặc mùa thu, còn mùa đông thì mặc nó khá là lạnh, tại vì cái này nó ngắn tay, mà cái vải nó lại so với chất liệu vải mùa đông thì cái này nó khá là mỏng. Mà chất liệu vải này á, khi các bạn mặc vào mùa đông á, nó hay dính vào người, nó kiểu như là có điện hít vào người mình các bạn ạ. Còn mặc mùa hè thì nó khá là nóng. Có thể là nó ngắn tay thì nó hợp với mùa hè, nhưng các bạn biết không, các bạn biết sao, cái vải này của mình nó không thấm hút mồ hôi, nên là khi mà các bạn mặc cái này vào á thì nó làm cho mình có cảm giác bị khó chịu và nóng, rất là khó chịu và nóng bức luôn các bạn ạ. Đây, mình cho các bạn xem ở bên trong cái chất liệu này. Đây. Đấy, cái vải này thì nó không mỏng nên là người ta không cần phải may 2 lớp. Những cái áo dài trắng á, thì dù cái vải của nó là vải dày nhá, vải lụa dày, nhưng mà người ta vẫn may 2 lớp và một lớp lót ở bên trong nữa, hoặc là cái phần thân ở bên trên ấy, người ta sẽ may thêm một lớp nữa. Nhưng mà riêng cái này màu đỏ thì người ta cũng chỉ may một lớp thôi các bạn ạ. Những cái vải này là vải sơ mi nên là cũng không thấy rõ, ồn ào quá, không thấy rõ lắm, nên là người ta chỉ may một lớp thôi. Nhưng mà với lại mình cũng nghĩ là 170.000 thì nếu mà may 2 lớp thì chắc sẽ không có giá này đâu, tại vì cái phần cánh tay đã tốn rất nhiều vải rồi, mà người ta đã may 2 lớp phần cánh tay rồi này, thì không thể nào cái phần thân người ta lại làm hai lớp nữa. Và cái vải này nó đã là khó thấm hút mồ hôi rồi, nó không thoáng, nhưng mà nó chỉ được cái mềm mịn thôi các bạn. Mềm mịn thì là có, nhưng mà không thấm hút mồ hôi, không thoáng, thì may 2 lớp nó thì nó cực kỳ nóng luôn. Một lớp mà mặc vào mùa hè nhá, mà còn cảm thấy là nó khá là khó chịu. Bởi các bạn biết sao, khi mà mồ hôi chảy ra nó không thấm mồ hôi được á, các bạn cứ có cảm giác mồ hôi nó cứ chảy đến đâu mình lại cảm nhận đến đấy, nó rất là khó chịu, mà người nó rất là dính nữa. Đó. Tại vì gió nó không lùa vào được để nó làm thoáng cái khí ở bên trong ra. Đấy, đây cái phần tà đấy các bạn này, người ta may cũng khá là chỉnh chu các bạn. Nhưng mà cái vải này là khá nhanh nhá, chỉ cần ngồi xuống mà túm cái vải vào thôi mà nó sẽ nhanh như thế này. Đó, nên thành ra là khi mặc những cái loại như thế này á, thì phải nên chú ý một tí là nên ủ thật kỹ, và khi mà đi đứng đâu thì cũng nên cẩn thận một tí các bạn ạ. Mình thấy cái này hot girl người ta bán cái loại hơn 400, gần 500, nhưng mà mình nghĩ là chắc là kết quả nó sẽ phải khác cái kiểu dáng, thì có thể may na ná được. Nhưng mà mình nghĩ những cái loại mình chưa được sờ, những loại 400 đến 500, nhưng mình thấy khá là nhiều người khen là mặc mát. Đấy, thì thật ra đúng là kiểu tiền nào của nấy đúng các bạn. Nhiều cái người ta cũng gọi là tiền nào của nấy mà. Đấy, cái này mình thấy, nhưng mà mình thì mặc áo dài thì mình chỉ mặc 1-2 lần thôi, mình cũng không mặc nhiều, nên thành ra là mình thấy cái này là mình không mua nhiều, và không mua cái loại mà 400 đến 500 nghìn, đối với mình hơi phí. Đây là size S các bạn ạ. Cái quần họ may không được đẹp lắm đây các bạn nhé, nó không phải là quần suông, mà nó kiểu quần của gì ấy, nó cứ ôm bó sát cái xong rồi. Đây này các bạn này, nó như này, ở trên phần đùi thì rất là to, nhưng mà tự nhiên cái phần bên dưới nó lại teo lại. Đấy, nhìn cái quần nó không được kiểu cân xứng như lắm á. Ví dụ thà người ta mặc quần suông thì nó sẽ suông hết, nhưng mà cái quần này nó vừa rộng nó còn vừa suông nữa các bạn này. Đây, thì cho các bạn xem đấy, đây nhá, ở tự nhiên cái phần đùi nó rất là xòe rộng ấy, nhưng mà ở dưới cái ống côn này nó không phải là suông mà nó lại bóp cái ống côn vào, nên là mình cũng không hiểu là do cái quần này của mình nó bị lỗi, hay là do cái form quần này nó như vậy nhé. Đây này các bạn, đấy, các bạn nhìn không, cái phần bên hông mà tự nhiên nó lại xòe ra. Đấy, phần bên hông nó lại xòe ra, nhưng mà đến phần bên dưới nó lại thành ống côn 20. Đây, nó lại thành ống côn như thế này. Đó. Nhưng mà mình thấy là mặc khá là đẹp, mặc lên cái màu này khá là tôn da luôn, chứ nó không bị đen đó các bạn ạ. Mà cái kiểu này mình thấy nó khá là xinh, như kiểu nó hơi điệu, nó hơi cách điệu một tí. Cái phần áo dài ấy, mình rất là trẻ luôn. Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi video của mình nhé. Hẹn gặp lại và chào tạm biệt các bạn.
I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, going like, I don't understand, how come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets. Nobody is going to women's soccer games. You're playing in a 20,000 seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig. I'm trying to learn to pick my battles when I date girls. I usually argue with women all the time, man. I'm stupid like that. You know? Like I dated this girl one time. She was like really into like women's issues. So we used to always have these dumbass arguments. So one time she came up to me and she goes, okay, explain this to me, Bill. Why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job, huh? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some fucked up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. Yeah, that's why I get the $1 more an hour. Well, think about it. If there's a house fire, it's always women and children first. I got to stand there with like the back of my shirt on fire going, let's go, people, let's go, let's go. So that's how I look at it. No, it's $1 an hour surcharge. That if something fucked up happens, either I can't leave or I got to like get in the way of it to give you a head start, like rabid dog, run honey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You hear a bump in the night, I got to go check it out, like, yes, he does have a knife. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for first? Well, at least let the women and children go. Well, what about me? Bullets hurt me too. Why the fuck do I gotta stay in the vault? No, that's my point, man. Where are all the feminists in those situations? You know what I mean? You can't find them. There are no feminists in a house fire. That's a guarantee. You could take the most hardcore feminist, some chick right in your face, like, he's chauvinistic son of a bitch, little short, little haircut, the whole 9 yards, right? Second those flames break out, she's gonna twist those little hairs into pigtails. No, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope. And leave you standing in a burning house like you're not flammable. You know, but I'm not a dick, though. I'm not saying I think a woman should make $1 less an hour to do the same job. All I'm saying is if you're going to make what I make when the boat sinks, you better be standing right there next to me, listen to that guy play the cello. Then you get the corner office. You get all the benefits or whatever. So anyways, I was watching George Bush today, man. That guy scares the shit out of me. No, not because, like, all, you know, all that political stuff. He's just, like, too into Jesus for me. I get uncomfortable with that. When people get, like, overly religious, it kind of freaks me out, you know? You know what I mean? Like I don't mind. I don't mind when, like, black people get really into Jesus, though, you know? Because, like, somehow, like, the shit stays spiritual. You know, you get a couple of good songs out of it. You know what I mean? People look like they're having a good time. Somehow when, like, white dudes get too into Jesus, all of a sudden, like, shit catches on fire. People start dying, somebody says they're Jesus, and they try to fuck every chick in the compound. Then the FBI's got the place surrounded, that tank comes in shooting the flames out the front. And I'm not saying white dudes are any more crazier than black dudes, it's just that nobody's watching us. That's the problem. That's too much freedom. It's kind of like living alone, you know, that same kind of fucked up freedom. You ever feel when you live alone, you like slowly go crazy? You know, because you got too much freedom, because everybody does crazy shit. But when you live alone and start doing something crazy, there's nobody there to be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What is wrong with you? What is that? Put it down. My girl's actually, she's really like religious. She goes to church every week, and I never go, and it freaks her out. She's like, why don't you go to church? You don't believe in God and heaven and hell and all that stuff? Why don't you go? And it's not because I don't believe in a higher power. I definitely do. My thing is, when I go to church, I can't get past the fact that I'm just listening to some fucking guy. You ever think of that shit when you go in there? That's just some dude. And people are like, no, that's a special guy. No, it isn't. It isn't. Nah, he didn't like levitate down from the ceiling like, oh, this white light around him. Why would you listen to another human being tell you where you're gonna go when you die? It's just like, dude, have you ever been dead? No. Great. So wouldn't it be safe to assume that you wouldn't have the slightest fucking idea what you're talking about? Yeah, you're making it up. You're making the shit up. You're not fooling me with the robes and the candles. Speaking in old English. He said it under you is. Shut the fuck up. You don't talk like that. You're just some guy. Your name's Jerry. You played soccer. You got your ass kicked in gym class. And now you're doing this. It's nice to be here. I'm at that age where everybody I know is getting married. Let me ask you a question. Why the hell do people keep getting married? You know what I mean? Isn't anybody looking at the stats? You know what I mean? 3 out of 4 marriages go right down the shitter, right? If you were going skydiving and they told you 3 out of 4 parachutes weren't going to open, you'd be like, yo, fuck that, I'm not going. Like, I don't like those odds. I have a 75% chance of splatting on the ground. But there's something about getting married. People just have to do it, right? They're just like, is this the line to lose half my shit? Awesome. This is gonna be great. No, I'm just kidding. I love women. I'm just not compatible with them. No, they got too much energy for me. You notice that's it? They always have to be doing something. You know, like they can't like take a day off, you know? You can't have a day off when you have a girlfriend. They just like see that open day. They're like, oh my God, let's fucking fill it up with shit. They just come at you with like one horrible idea after another. They have the worst ideas. They do. You ever get to this one, they'll be like, you want to go to brunch? You want to go to brunch on Sunday? And inside you're like, fucking no! But you can't say that. You got to keep her happy, right? So what do? You agree? Yeah, let's go to brunch. What a great idea. Why would you want to sleep in on a Sunday when you can go pay $52 for eggs? Now you're thinking. Then we can sit around and listen to your friends have moronic conversations about the eggs, you know, like, is that pesto? Is that pesto in your omelet? Oh, it's asparagus. It's asparagus. I thought it was pesto. I was dating this girl recently. She was like really into like women's issues, you know? Because women always go on TV, you know, they say all they want is to be treated exactly like guys. But if you listen to them, they don't. All they want is the good shit of being a guy. They're cherry picking. They look at a guy's life like it's like a buffet, right? Like you just can start picking out stuff, like same amount an hour, we'll take some of that. Pay for the movie, fuck that. You can keep that one, I don't like that one. This is nice, that's yucky, that's icky. Hey, come on, people, you can't choose. This girl gives me shit. She goes, well, why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some fucked up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. That's why I get the $1 more an hour. No, it's $1 an hour surcharge. You hear a bump in the night, I gotta go check it out. Like, yes, he does have a knife. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for? Well, at least let the women and children go. Well, what about me? You think I want to stay in the vault? Those 20 other sweaty guys sharing a bag of peanuts, you know? Praying to God I'm not the hostage who gets dragged out by the psycho with a gun to my head as he's asking the cops for a helicopter, which I know he's not going to get, right? I know he's not getting the helicopter. So now I gotta make idle conversation with the 38 to my head going, dude, go for rent-a-car. I think you should go for the rent-a-car. See what I'm saying? Where are all those feminists then? You can't find them. There are no feminists in a house fire. You can take the most hardcore feminist, you know, some chick right in your face, you chauvinistic son of a bitch, you know, little short, little haircut, you know. Second those flames break out, she'll twist those little hairs into pigtails. Oh, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope. No, that's why I hated that movie, the Titanic. Every girl I meet thinks that movie's romantic. It's irritating. I think, that was really romantic, don't you think? It's like, no! It's a fucking horror film. And they're always like, why? I'm like, because all the guys die. See, you're watching it trying to relate, going, who would I be? You'd be that chick floating away in the big piece of luggage, right? I'm watching it going, who would I be? I'd be that dude when, like, the boat breaks in half, that dude who, like, falls straight down and bangs off the shit and goes in the water. That's who I'd be. I'd be wearing a tuxedo, not because I wanted to, but you wanted to dress up that night, right? I'd be falling the whole way down going, I should have fucked that chick in first class. All right, listen, I'm out of time. You guys are a lot of fun. Thank you very much. I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets! Nobody is going to women's soccer games. You're playing in a 20,000-seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig. I'm not saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC, you know, but nobody's watching your fucking sport. And then you're going to come and you're going to get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job to give a fuck about women's soccer, okay? I have men's sport to pay attention to. It's your bullshit, right? Dude, look at the WNBA. Dude, nobody in the WNBA got COVID. Nobody. They have been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century. Not to mention, it's a male-subsidized league. We gave you a fucking league. None of you showed up. Where are all the feminists? That place should be packed with feminists. Faces painted, wearing jerseys, flashing their titties. Going fucking nuts like the guys do. In the upper deck with their big beer titties. Am I on the Jumbotron? Am I doing it? Yeah. You didn't. None of you went to the fucking games. None of you. You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies. Name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all time. Come on. That's it. Name 5 WNBA teams. Name the WNBA team in your fucking city. You can't do it. You don't give a fuck about them. They play night in and night out in front of nobody. It's a fucking tragedy. Right? And then meanwhile, you look at the Kardashians, they're making billions. You look at those Real Housewives shows, they're making money hand over fist, because that's what women are watching. And the money listens. You don't want to watch this shit, you watch this shit. They They just shoot it over there, drowning these whores in money, in purses, in shoes, and Botox. It's just raining. It's raining money. Yeah. So, the money listens. You'd rather watch that shit. Real Housewives, bunch of women just tearing each other down. Well, maybe that's why your husband left you. Maybe that's why your husband left. That's why you can't have kids, bitch. That's why your ass is as flat as your titties, bitch, right? That's the message you sent. We would rather watch that than see a bunch of women come together as a team and try to achieve a common goal. We would rather watch them absolutely fucking destroy each other. Yeah. No. And then in the end, you come back and you fucking yell at guys. And it's like, all right, so let me get this straight. I have to buy you a drink, stop the axe murderer from coming through the fucking window, and I have to watch WNBA games for you? Like, when are you going to pick up your end of the couch? Dad had to stitch me up and everything. We still didn't get rid of the dog. You know? Oh, he's a good dog. He had a moment. Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ, you're starting to put your goddamn face down there near the fucking dog, man. Yeah. So that's all it was. It was weird. We were like the Brady Bunch meets Lord of the Flies. Like on paper, it was great. It was a station wagon full of fucking, Norman Rockwell. We went to church. We got Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that was about the fucking, yeah. So, I don't know. So anyway, we all ended up, my dad was one of these people, he said whatever the fuck was on his mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that haircut women get when they get to a certain age. They got a couple of kids, and they just get it cut a little shorter because they don't want to deal with it. They put that little Hillary Clinton flip in it or something, right? They get it all shaved up the fucking back. First time you bend them over, you feel like you're fucking your friend Eric, right? But you love your wife. So you lie, and you tell them, oh, looks good. Looks great. I always wanted to fuck Geraldine Ferraro. I know, it's amazing. My dad didn't care. I remember we picked my mother up. She got in the car. He just goes, oh, Christ, it looks like shit. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did they do to you? Oh, for Christ's sake, you look like a fucking man. My mom's just sitting there like, hey. And we're in the back seat like, hey, this is what a functional relationship looks like. Woo! Yeah. So, because of all that, we all ended up getting physical ailments from being in the fight or flight mode our whole lives. Everything. Gym teachers were scary, collecting on your paper. Everybody was scary, fucking everything. Dude, I remember one time my dad told a priest he didn't deserve to wear the collar. I don't know how it happened. They were discussing the altar boy schedule. And I don't know, he was wanting to put me on a different mask, and my dad started getting his leg on. I'll tell you, I'm just wear the fucking collar. And his jaw was on the ground. And then the best part, next week we go to mass. They haven't spoken in him a week, and my dad just comes walking like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Like nothing happened. Yeah, so anyway, we all end up getting these physical ailments. Like one of my siblings has stomach problems. Another one has just this pain that won't go away in his back. I remember I had alopecia in the third grade. Third grade, I literally had clumps of hair falling out like I was working on Wall Street, Then I was just sitting there did I pick up all the toys? Did I do the dishes? He's gonna find something. He always finds something. Fuck. What do I do? I gotta kill him. I should kill him. That's what I should do. When he's sleeping at night, I'll take an extension cord, I'll wrap it around, put my fucking foot on his back. Billy seems to lack the focus in class that he needs. He's not working up to his ability, right? Yeah, so anyway, I took these fucking mushrooms, right? And I realized that I have been carrying that shit around and being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit. I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober, and I got to fucking work my way through this shit. Because, my wife's, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. I don't curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't go oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is I still do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. You know? Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. You know? I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, you know, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy, right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time? Huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me. Right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay? It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got 2 kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast. Like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little grand slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up, and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I had my meeting, because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking morning to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place, flipping the fuck out, and then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2.5 at the time, comes running into the kitchen with big tears in her eyes, just going like, I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh shit. So I literally just squatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah, yes. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You know, you do that thing with a kid where you turn him around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in? And I just had to sit there like, I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. And she was like walking away, and I'm just sitting there like thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like, what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just want to be fucking alone, you know? But I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, you know? Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was going to have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was going to come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please, God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in, and she's just like, stop. You want to discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there. Just give me a second. I know I fucked up. You know, she doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right. It's her kid, too. So she just wants it. I'll tell you right now. If you need to do this, fucking ass, all this shit. And
It's good, right? Yeah. I'm not related to my next guest, but we fight like siblings. Please welcome brilliant comedian who I love to pieces, but who makes me fucking crazy, Bill Burr.
Thanks. I thought we got along great.
No, we love each other. But we always fight. We fight often.
Because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct
yeah, you
your
do.
jokes
You're like,
sometimes.
but what if you said if the woman did this because of this? And
That was one time, and I admit I was being aggressive.
Micro.
It was a microaggression.
Microaggressive, yeah.
Sometimes I read interviews with you, and you talk about everything you hate, and if you added it all up, you would get me. But somehow we love each other. Am I correct in saying that? I think that you love me. Because every time we fight, as I'm driving home, I get a text from you that says, you know I love you, right? And I go, yeah, I love you too.
That isn't me. I've never said, you know,
Are you fucking serious?
Well, my memory isn't good, but I don't remember doing that.
I'll show you.
What, you saved
I
them?
can't believe you're... No, text just exists. Yeah, I press save on my text. What kind of phone do you have?
No, I like delete them after a while. What are you saving it for?
You delete texts?
Yeah.
Oh, I never do because all our friends die and then it's all you have left.
How many of you had?
Die?
I'm up. I counted.
I have a
the day.
huge list.
I'm 30. 30.
Yeah.
Get something funny out of that.
That's what you do. I'm not good at that. I'm not good in the mom.
All right. I do like you, and I always feel like you're frustrated with me.
I fucking love you.
Look at my
Sometimes
posture
you
right
say-
now. I'm like, I'm
I
as
know.
far over into this chair as I can possibly be. I just
I'm not
feel like
here to hurt you.
kind
I
of came
love
here to
you.
hang out and have a good time, and you just like that intro was just like, yeah. It was
I
just
thought you'd like that.
I fucking hate this guy. He's a douchebag, but he came down here. I mean, that's how I heard it.
I think that's how you hear a lot of things. You ever hear this? If it's hysterical, it's historical. So I think, like, things trigger you, make you fucking crazy. And it maybe means something like it comes from something from your childhood or something, like the ticking time bomb that your dad was, or things like that that were out of your control, and you don't like feeling out of control or people telling you what to do. That's my theory.
This
This is so uncomfortable for you. I
It feels like
love
an
it.
emotional intervention.
All right.
No, I'm trying to be. No, my big thing. Only thing I'm really working on in my life is I'm trying not to snap as much. Like it's like I just have a fucking temper, man, and I don't know how to, like, it's just my natural. I'm driving over here. I snapped like 5 times. This guy had the audacity to slow down and make a right onto the street he wanted to go onto. And all of a sudden, I just found myself just going like, oh, what the fuck? Really? Really? Fucking asshole. Just go. Like, why do you turn so slow? And then I talk myself out of it. It's like, he probably lives on that street, Bill.
Yeah.
His kids could be playing out in the yard. So I've gotten to the point where I still snap, but I sort of talk to myself afterwards. So I don't know if that's better or if I'm slowly going insane.
But the one thing I would say that is a trait we both, I don't like to be told what to do.
No.
My instinct is always fuck you, a little bit.
Yeah, my instinct is fuck this.
But
Like, I
to.
walk out. Like I went to, this is so embarrassing. I went to someplace, I was some fucking airport, and I can't even remember what I ordered. It was some avocado toast with like salmon on it or some shit, right? So I order it, and I'm standing there for like 15 fucking minutes, and I'm watching these, like, one person's making it, and then they just like gave up, and then somebody else came over, and it's like forever, and I'm just standing there, and she got mad at me, so she starts saying all that. We have to put it through the toaster like 2 times. We have to get the avocado out. She started like breaking the thing down. And I was standing there. I got so mad. I'd already paid for it and a banana. And I just said, fuck this. I just walked away, still hungry, and then I ate the banana, and it was overripe, and it was all mushy, and I threw it out. It was like $17 down the tubes. And I just remember, I'd rather be fucking hungry than have one more fucking interaction with somebody that described to me how to make salmon avocado toast and act like they were pouring the foundation of a fucking house. And it's just like, I fucking hate people. I fucking hate people that hate their job. And especially a shit job. And it's like, this is why you're fucking here. I had this job. I fucking crushed it. I crushed it. I was a dishwasher. I was a cook. I did all of this shit. I fucking crushed it. I'm not saying this is the only skill this person fucking has, but it's just like, if you're not going to try at this because you think you deserve a better fucking job, when you get that, you're going to be an arrogant ass and you're not going to be fun to work for. I thought all of that over fucking avocado toast.
I think that we're not so different, but I could be wrong. You feel that I feel I've got you figured out, and you're right.
I just think you like me.
I do like
You like me, but we can be different, still like each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like being told what to do, but I do like changing with the times or something. I don't really resist that. I feel like you resist that a little more, but ultimately you do change with the times.
Okay.
You thought I was wrapping it up. I fucking ripped another.
No, I feel like with you, there's this person you want me to be. So you keep telling me that I'm this fucking guy that I'm not.
Who's the guy you think you are?
I don't know. I don't know who sent you those texts.
I'm gonna fucking post them. No, I won't.
Okay.
I remember driving home and you being like, you know I love you. And I was like, I love you too. Does not ring a bell at all.
When the way you just did it, it did. This was one of my favorite interviews. I had a great time.
That can't be true.
No, I liked how weird it got.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, all right. How about this for weird? Thank you, Bill Burr, for coming on my show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, well, that is our show. Thank you to Bill Burr, Anthony Tamanek, and Will Ferrell. Look, America, I know I always say I love you at the end, but to be honest, in the beginning, it was like a joke. It was a bet I had with my buddies, and then I really fell in love with you. Good night.
Huh?
A roll.
No, I'm bald.
No,
I'm
but
going bald.
I know, but but you still had some stuff, residue of hair.
Residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had residue. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You could have done
I
a
had-
Chernobyl thing that you were doing, but yeah, but you didn't. You just had to shave it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Are we going right now?
No, we don't. There's no rules. But I'm
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just asking you a question.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to answer.
I understand that, but why are you? Your head looks like Darth Vader when he took his fucking helmet off. Remember that when he was just all fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is that the? That's fine. You're Bill Burr, but
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. I
The
just-
process of you coming out of the gate shitting on me.
yeah.
You know, when you start to lose your hair, you got three options.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
and there's subsets to all of them.
All right.
Okay, you can do the Rogaine, the hair plugs,
Right.
a system, a fucking all of that. Propecia, a fucking they glue some shit on your head.
Right.
They take some of your pube hair and you get an afro.
Yeah.
Or you can just sort of let it happen.
Which you were doing, which I was like, that's the dope way to do it.
Oh, I'm glad I had your approval. Or you can just say fuck it
Yeah.
and do what I did. So I just said fuck it.
Okay.
But what if
And I do. Like,
you-
I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you got your those little panda hands.
I was.
up.
I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's
Let
what
me-
you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off.
a little adolescent bear.
I was actually texting with Bill when I was, I was going through my recent problems. You know,
What, when you were coming blood?
no,
Gun in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
no when
He was. He started spewing blood a little bit.
trouble. They call me Yanni Nets on the show because they feel like we
he's
got to put
passing
nets
out.
behind because I keep almost passing out
Yeah.
on stage.
We'll have those nets out November 9th, Gramercy Theater.
Yeah, we'll put the nets out,
Yeah.
or Mike Emoji behind me in case I fall
Yeah,
after
Mike-
his set.
yeah.
he'll be So I told
Mikey
you,
Pillows.
I passed. And Comedy Connection. I canceled my whole weekend. I got off stage. I was doing.
Yeah, I had to call your wife.
Yeah, and I was still struggling with this when I was doing Mohegan Sun at Comics.
Yeah.
and I spoke to Bill, and it was just so nice to speak to somebody older and And
Anytime he goes, he's lying.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. What do you?
I don't know what that is.
It means you're older,
Older,
and
wiser.
been there.
Further ahead in the career. Let's be
A lot
clear.
further.
Let's be clear.
Kid moves fucking
I mean,
tickets.
the kid's fucking barely selling out bananas.
Yeah, I've almost I sold it out once and I haven't been since I put down the wig. I haven't been asked
Yeah.
back.
I got asked to give money back to cops in San Francisco. That's how bad I did.
Oh, I got sent home. I got sent home. Punchline Sacramento. I just, hey, Bill, come on to the
That's on
office.
there
I'm
this
like,
weekend.
ooh, they're really impressed with my new hour. They're like, yeah, Bill, Sunday ain't happening. We're gonna send you home. How would you like to get on a plane right after your show? I got one of those.
Yes. Yeah.
I got demoted from headliner down to feature act the first time I headlined at the Trop in fucking Vegas. The chick I was seeing, I flew her out to see me, my big headlining. Oh yeah. And the way you love a child and your idea what they are, I mean, give the guy a minute to fucking process it. Where it's just like, if I just met that person and they said, hey, hi, I'm transitioning, blah, 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 I could, okay, cool, whatever.
But then, then there's other levels. If I worked with you for fucking 5 years and all of a sudden you, Joey, were becoming Josephina, there's going to be a period of what? What the and this all the conversation we have and how did I never see that? But wherever you are on that whole spectrum of dealing with it is what you should be allowed to go through. I mean, the guy is not like, he's not there yet. And I just don't see how putting the guy in prison is going to solve, like he's going to go to jail and be like, oh, now I'm open-minded.
Now I got it.
Now I'm empathetic. I get it. There's something about coming in here and having to make a shank out of my toothbrush and try not to get raped in the ass that I now understand this.
There's an idea.
The chocolate one and then do the green one.
I will.
It'll be fine.
I'm excited.
I will.
Yeah.
But you gotta not order.
I'm telling you, then you
I'm
just start,
excited for
if you
that
start
smoothie
eating well,
Next-
the fat has nowhere to hide. It just doesn't. It
right.
just it's like it's just over.
All right, you come back on this show, and I'm gonna be skinny, and I'm gonna call it the Bill Burr. Ethan's no longer fat.
No, here's the thing. I gave you like literally. I just scraped the surface. Okay, and what you want to do is get a nutritionist. Do not listen to your listeners who's going to be actually doing these studies about almond milk and all, and there's going to be a zillion things.
So you're
That's why I got a nutritionist, because if you go on and you try to learn yourself on the internet and you don't know what you're doing, just the first like 3 pages are all dominated by evil food people, where it's just like, no, you're not getting away, and it's just and then it's like trying to give money to a charity.
Right,
How the fuck
right.
do I know that this is a legit one?
That's so true.
How do I know? And it's just so.
okay. I think I do need to get a nutritionist.
I agree.
But I tried a diet where I got a personal trainer, and she's like, I want you to eat high-fat ground beef, cheese, avocado. I was like, are you sure this is going to make me lose weight?
Yeah, that what? And then what?
It's like the no.
Yeah,
well,
you shit out of fucking.
I was like,
what's your block?
I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, it's like
what is
all
that?
of
That's the
The keto. It's
I think that what they do is a lot of those personal trainers, what they have is they have down to like a formula how to have you do like a Biggest Loser weight drop and like how to quickly just cut things down and look amazing, blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't like. I really.
That's
It's
not
not health-
sustainable.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not.
Yeah.
She scared the hell out of me when she was like,
Everything you just said, I'm like, how is this going to move through my body?
Yeah.
What is the lubricant? Where is the
right.
what is going to get me? Oh, well, you drink a stick of butter. Okay. And I know there's a lot of lies about nutrition, but that just goes too far.
Yeah, I think we all can understand.
Just take
that
a handful of raw bacon and dunk it in butter juice and then suck that down. It's just like, all right. You sure? Everything was a lie that you were told. It's just like, all right. It's just like, this is either 100% right or I'm going to Jonestown. So that might, and I don't know anything about that diet, but I found what I've been doing has been working from you.
Okay,
so
I like
try it out.
Yeah.
It's
Get
the
yourself a
being a
nutritionist.
healthy, reasonable human being diet.
Where it's like, so I could, I was 19. I was freshman, sophomore, so I was acting like an idiot.
Also doing a couple cycles of Winstrol.
Yeah,
at
I was
that
on
time.
Winstrol at the time.
Yeah, he did a couple cycles.
It's what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So
Low steroids.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. So,
Steroids for basketball?
Yeah.
well, just you can move. I mean, I could just, I could like tomahawk dunk. I was just like being an athlete. Basketball was such a huge part of my life that my friends, when I do comedy, if they, do something with comedy, my friends from home.
Wait,
they
you
came-
couldn't dunk and then you took roids and then you could?
No, I always could. Well, I couldn't always. I started being able to dunk when I was like 16. I did Winstrol once for like 6 weeks, so it was a small part of it.
You did a cycle.
I did a cycle.
cycle.
Just one cycle.
Yeah.
Happens. And to be honest with you, when I did that cycle, I was my junior year in college. It was my worst year because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and all bullshit from
Did your balls
Side
shriveling up?
yeah, all that.
You could go between the legs a little easier that year.
Yeah, my balls
With the
were shriveled.
anxiety.
But it was just the way to communicate.
I
in my
love that
neighborhood.
you felt at Division III. I got to get on roids. I need a competitive edge here.
Yeah.
We got to beat LaSalle Academy next week.
Yeah.
When you can talk about, can you believe this guy said that about someone on a podcast? And it just becomes like,
Yeah. My
Right,
rule
it's
became you guys don't have this luxury. You have to have discipline and do jokes, and those are going to involve the rest of the world, but my rule became, because I'm babbling I had to go, okay, it's at the end of my nose where all the, I can confess, I can talk about anything. It's not going to be clickbait if I talk about sticking stuff up my butt when I'm jerking off or like.
What do you stick in your butt when you jerk off?
You
can't brush over that. Yeah, bad
scripts he didn't like.
People's dreams. People's dreams. I'm really fancy. I'm like a Sam Shepard play.
Do you take those little brass clips out of there before you do it, or is that an added Christmas bonus for you?
People's dreams.
Yeah.
A Sharpie pen, Jim Norton. A Sharpie pen.
Have you really?
Yeah, I tried it because I read a Playboy article about the prostate getting stimulated and stuff, and so I tried a Sharpie pen. But and then
you put some hand sanitizer on it or something first, or just find a pen and put
I
it up there?
that pen is the thing that got dirty, not me.
Cap on or cap off?
It was the end. That's why I picked it.
Shit,
I was
like an octopus afterwards. Where'd it go?
Squirting ink.
The cap is designed to be like a grappling hook. You wouldn't want to actually put that up there. Like,
just hooks on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you always learn. That's why you got to come out to LA, Jim. You got to learn shit out here.
But
so a pen, did you like it or did you not like it?
Well, it was fine enough. I mean, something in your butt is better than something not in your butt,
Sure.
I guess, is what we find out. But the problem is it worth, then you finish orgasming and you
got to go back to Staples.
And now I'm like, now
it's 4:30. There's traffic.
They have to gingerly pull a pen out of your asshole. You're like, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth this
I'm
moment.
just saying he needed more sharp.
Well, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing that I don't know about the chain if it's thick enough to be that level of confidence.
Yeah,
It's more of a necklace.
when the chain's out.
Yeah, he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his fucking neck.
No, I say guy when the chain's out.
Yeah, when the chain's out. Yeah, but he does make a good point. It's not really a chain. It's more of an ankle bracelet on a big
Well,
girl.
yeah, my kid's mom was like, why are you wearing women's jewelry?
Yeah.
I was like, shut up.
But here's the thing. His mom bought him for that, and he, for high school. And then he found it in his room, and he put it back on. I'm saying his face, it's too much Guido when it comes out.
No, you know what it is? You've aged past that chain where it becomes a necklace. If you're like 18, I get it. This is his first one.
Yeah.
A relative bought it for him.
Yeah.
I'll start singing a song right there. That would have been perfect.
You think so?
The Louis Changed the World song.
I had this really bad habit from just growing up in the 70s in the Midwest. Like when I was in the edit bay working on Community as late as 2010, I would say, "Oh, take that back. See this? That's gay. Get rid of that." Like I was still doing that. I kind of had to there was a sea change during these last 5 years. Like I had to and then I found out what it was is I shouldn't be saying that anyway, but I found out the editor was gay, and realized I had been nonstop using that word just to mean like
Lame.
dumb,
Lame, stupid.
retarded,
Stinks,
and then I apologized to him, and then the way he accepted the apology broke my heart because it was like he was like, yeah, that word just reminds me of a lot of stuff, and it was like, oh god, that really
the thing
woke
about
me up.
gay though, it's like it used to mean happy, and I was really happy, right?
Sure.
And you never heard them complain when it got hijacked, like the really happy people didn't like protesting. People like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That word used to mean we're really enjoying our day. Well, you guys turn around
and brutal are those piano solos for guys like you and me to sit. Like when you see people in tuxedos, I was talking about on the podcast last week, people in tuxedos and they're sitting there and they're watching some dude on a violin or like a piano solo and they're making believe like they're into it. You're not into it. You cannot be into it.
You can
There's
be,
no
but
fucking way.
It's the scene that you shouldn't be into. But listening to a musician playing any instrument at the top of their game, I could listen to that all day long.
Oh, so
I'm
could
not
I.
going to sit there with ruffles on with a big fanning myself.
Right, and going, like that
I'm
shit.
still going
and
to
you
dress
were
like the ant. Yeah, I'm going to take out my lighter.
Yeah, like you came out and said, if I listen to the guitar, the piano solo, I die, whatever the fuck. I was rolling when I saw that Monday morning. I lived for that shit. People don't know that. The Grammy thing. I was fucking rolling. Bill, you have just been the thing about that they
I wasn't saying that was a bad piece of music. It was just a hell of a fucking thing to have to go. Like, that's the comedy thing. And like, we're all out here because all those babies died and we're going to raise money tonight. All right, your first comedian. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? We know why we're here.
You're killing me.
Well, you're in therapy. That's a good fucking thing.
But
Yeah.
you know, what I did find out with therapy is if you're just going in there and emptying your brain every week, but you're not actually working on it, it's like it would be like sitting down and talking about working
With
and
your
then
trainer.
never going to the gym.
No, I'm like 12-step program. I like do the whole deal. You know,
Okay.
doing the whole thing.
All right.
It's like exercise. You got to do it every day. You release your resentments every night. I write out who I'm mad at and who I'm holding resentment towards on my little app.
How's it working
It's,
out?
you know, it's going pretty well.
You are fucking wound tight. You are fucking. You know what? I never noticed. I don't think I hung out with you because we're always at the fucking store and we
You
talk
don't
for
know
like
this
10
about
minutes.
me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would not want to make you mad.
No. Benton had to see it.
I had a buddy of mine the other day. He's one of these guys all the time is saying, Bill, that's not, that Trump isn't racist or fucking, that thing where that guy went in and shot those Asian women or people at the
massage parlor.
At the spa, yeah. I don't think it was racially motivated. It's just like, I was just like, all right, dude. It's just like, do you understand how funny it is that you're going to tell a race of people that you're not what their feelings should be? Like, I always love the white guys going, yeah, Trump isn't racist. It's just like, so somehow all of those black people are getting their own experience wrong day to day. But you as a white person who has never been them and had to deal with a white guy like that, you have the inside scoop. And I think that that all people do that, including these so-called woke people.
Can I give you the prognosis of my asshole though first?
I would love to know about the prognosis of your asshole. I've heard enough election talk. Let's talk about your rectum.
So I mention it, right? And they go, we got to go to the doctor. I went over there today, and my doctor, Dr. Kawashiri, can I say his name?
You can.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Don't bleep it.
Okay, I'll
He's
make
one of the
it,
best.
I'll make it louder.
Yeah, maybe maybe there's some promotion there for him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maybe start.
Does he specialize in Asians?
I mean, with a last name like that.
You know what's weird? He could. He could because
I go to my doctor, Dr. O'Houlihan. he specializes in cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah. Maybe I should switch it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a black doctor or something.
Yeah.
It seems.
Could you be a little more woke and maybe
Yeah.
go to another race for your doctoring? All right.
So he goes. I tell him the problem. And he goes, okay. So, Bobby, bend over. And I've never been like one to go, are you sure about bending over? Like I'm like, me. I jump in. If there's a party, I'll jump in. So I bend over, take my pants off, obviously, right? And
what did you do first?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. I think I fucking
I
bent
just thought
over.
that was going to get a laugh.
No.
I thought it was a ridiculous question. Josh, you're going to break it. He just goes, oh, that's interesting.
No.
I thought that was just gonna-
interesting. Because you.
I can't believe you're going to answer this.
A normal person would have taken the pants off first and then bent over.
yeah.
But what you just said was, I did bend over first and then took my pants off.
Wow.
Right?
Of course you did. That's so fucking weird. Oh, my God.
And I bent over, and there was that moment where the doctor goes, you know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? Right? And I go, I know how it works. This is the way I do it. Right? So I bent over. Then
I like it. You made it weird back.
Yeah. I reversed it on
You
him.
took control of the weirdness. I like it. Now he's weirded out.
Right. And he goes,
what are you waiting for, big boy?